It has been 336 days since we were first informed of a class action suit being brought against Mac and Bob's restaurant by a former employee. We're very happy to announce that on Monday, April 8th, a federal bankruptcy judge issued a final decree officially ending Chapter 11 bankruptcy. It is over. We are back 100%. We paid restitution to our former and current employees to satisfy the court. The total cost to our restaurant was just under $200,000, not the $1.5 million that it could have potentially cost without the bankruptcy protection. None of the money raised in the GoFundMe account was used to pay our employees. Thanks to all those people who contributed to the GoFundMe and to those who contributed outside the GoFundMe. These funds were used to pay the majority of the legal fees associated with our bankruptcy and the lawsuit. Those amounts are over $100,000. Since we were in court recently, we do not have the final amount. We indicated to many customers, friends, former employees, or anyone who asked that any unused funds will be used to set up an employee scholarship fund. Once we have all that information, we'll make that public as well. I really can't put into words what the last roughly 11 months have been like. I was devastated to learn that I had made a mistake with the tips to the dishwashers. The first 3 months were extremely difficult with little sleep and much anxiety. This was a time when just a small number of individuals knew about our situation. As bad as this time was, once we informed the public what had happened, everything changed for the positive. The support we received was indescribable. It came from Roanoke Valley and beyond, from former employees living around the country and around the world, and of course family, friends, and fellow alumni at Roanoke College. I'm not speaking only of monetary support. The countless letters, cards, hugs, high fives made this episode more than bearable. It made us all motivated to get through this ordeal. We couldn't have made it without your help and love. Believe me, we felt it. We would like to thank our current and former employees. 90% of them voted for our bankruptcy plan. The others we basically could not reach due to old addresses and contact information. Not one additional employee decided to sue us. Thank you all from the bottom of our hearts. A special thanks to our friends Reed, Stark, Mason, and Marilyn, who raised over $100 at their lemonade stand for our legal defense fund. You guys are awesome. We'd like to thank our attorneys, Todd Leeson and Andy Goldstein, who guided us through all this. And we'd like to thank the local media for their coverage and for helping tell our story. Finally, I can't say enough about my friend, Frank Cotter. He was the first friend I contacted about this lawsuit and about the possibility I may have to close the restaurant for good. He first said, "Bob, you are not going out of business. We can do this. I will set up a GoFundMe to handle all your legal fees, so don't worry about that. I know you, I know Joe, Keith, and your staff, and I know with this community, we'll have no problem raising the money." He said, "It's a wonderful life in Salem." He also said, "This will be the best thing to happen to you and your business. Trust me." I said, "You know, Frank, I'm not feeling it." You know what? He was right. In some strange ways, this was the best thing to happen to us and the best $200,000 we could ever spend. At one time, our GoFundMe was number 5 and 6 in the world. We'd like to thank Kelly Hubbard, who, with her husband, John, helped set up a display, "It's a Wonderful Life," in our small sunroom facing Main Street, Bedford Falls in Salem, Virginia. Also, we'd like to thank Kelly with FedStar Credit Union, who purchased 75 signs "We Stand with Mac and Bob's" and handed them out to local businesses in Salem. Thanks to all those business owners who displayed them, especially our fellow restaurant owners who supported us as well. Finally, we'd like to thank Sydney Kleinville for posting on social media 2 days after we filed for bankruptcy to support us by wearing a Mac and Bob's t-shirt and coming in for Sunday brunch. Thanks to her post, we had the best brunch ever with a large group of loyal customers waiting outside before we opened up the doors at 10 a.m. We are all glad at Mac and Bob's to going back to being just a neighborhood restaurant. We still have hundreds of people to thank personally for the contributions. Unfortunately, over the years, many of our customers we know by first names, not by last names. So, if you see me in the restaurant, please let me know you contributed. If I haven't already thanked you, or if you're one of the many who anonymously donated. We're currently working with the City of Salem to schedule a thank you party to celebrate This Is a Wonderful Life. We'll let you know all about the details once we figure it all out. Thank you for your support.